I want to say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. No, I'm mad. Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms, and well, this is going to be a little bit of a rant video. So, I did not have the start to my day like I really hoped I would. So far, I've been loving this game and having so much fun, even though I had terrible rates. But I expected it, I'm used to it, I know the pity's 200, I accepted that. And well, then they do this. Then they do this. So I'm gonna do my best to keep my feelings somewhat organized and concise and not rant for like a 40-minute video. But it's definitely something I could do. I'm so disappointed. Like, some people might... Alright, there's a lot of ways we're gonna go about this discussion. So first off, why are people mad? They just threw up a surprise, an extra legendary hero. Random... Okay. A 1+1 event, let's just call it that for the Raid Shadow Legends community. When you summon a legendary, you get a bonus for free. And this is great if we knew it was coming. So let's take a look at that. They just added this event. I don't know, but it's shady, it's not cool, and I'm just so disappointed. In the middle of a summoning event, so let's just break this down. I'm sure some raid players might, or people that were debating playing this game might watch this that don't play this game yet. So I'm gonna kind of compare it and talk about it in the terms that I can relate to from previous games. So we have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday summoning event, right? That's normal for all these games. Weekend events, sure. Infinite Magic Raid did it, you know, kind of the same thing. So Friday, everyone's so excited because it's a 2x chance event to get legendary heroes. All right, so you pull all your summons as soon as you could on Friday because you're so excited. And then Saturday morning, they announce a random event that was not already on the calendar. That's a 1+1 event. That gives you 2 legendaries for the price of 1. Now, the difference is, with these summoning events, is not 2x. So you could, technically, if we knew about this, you could choose to pull on the 1+1 banner, buy one, get one free, or you could choose to pull on the rate up for 2x. Personally, I am in the category of I got screwed by this, so that just makes me extra angry. I'm one of those people that, I mean, I keep track of my pity. I've pulled 527 summons, and at the start of the event, before I started pulling my summons, I was already over 150 summons with no legendary. They don't keep track of where you got the legendary here, but I made a spreadsheet. So I knew 100% that I was going to get a legendary because I was at least going to hit pity. So if I had known, oh, this is where it says surprise summoning. Oh, fuck off. If I had known that this event was coming, I would not have pulled on a 2x event because 1+1 is better. Wouldn't I rather guarantee myself 2 heroes and then just assume I'm going to hit pity and reset my pity all over again? Because at the end of the day, we're still going to say 2x chances are the best time to pull, right? And this is the same for raid, really, at the end of the day. The chance of getting a legendary is only 1% with 2x. And it's 0.5% without a 2x. So it's not great to begin with, right? So every little bit helps. But if you're in the category like I was yesterday, where you knew that you were going to pull enough summons to guarantee yourself a legendary 100% by hitting the pity system, like getting into that 200 range, this is so much better than this, like dramatically better. So everyone that blasted all of their summons on Friday woke up to Saturday having this in their face, and obviously it's a bait event, and obviously this is what gachas do. But why? I mean, okay, we know why. But they don't have to do it this way, and this is what's killing me. So I have my thoughts are just I'm trying to be as rational as I can, which is why I took so long to make this video. I wanted to make this video 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago I was crying. And I'm going to try not to cry now. And you might think that's dramatic, but I have loved this game so far. I think it's fun. I think the graphics are gorgeous. The game itself is fun. And the community has been great. I've got close to Mabucket. I think he's a wonderful human. I love his content. He really makes the community feel like a solid foundation for me. And then all of the overwhelming support that you guys have given me, loving this game and playing along with me from all the previous games we've played together. Not everyone was from Raid, but a lot of you are from Raid. Some played Infinite Magic Raid, some played Eternal Evolution. Or this is your first time finding me because you like tower defense games and you found this game too. I've loved the vibe. I've had so much fun. And it's the best case scenario. I found content creators I click with that I truly like and want to support and help each other out. I found a community that's loving the game, and so we're all having fun together. And I'm financially, because the community is great, the views are great, financially, I'm finally in a good place with YouTube, and Twitch views are going way up again. And it's just been, for me, this is my job. This is my livelihood. So when I can have all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, and not only am I doing something that can help me sustain a life, because this is my job, I'm also enjoying it. And the community is great. And the game itself is nice to look at. It's fun. It's engaging. It's got good graphics. When I can have all the pieces, it's rare, honestly. It's like, it seems like no matter what, there's always something. And well, they added the there's always something. So to wake up this morning and to see this event, surprise little 1+1 event, it just feels like it's over before it even began. And that's why I started crying, because I love it so far. All right, I'm trying. Now, I have to say that this is not a, well, it might be eventually. I'm not to that point yet. I haven't decided yet. This is not a screw this game, I'm quitting today, let's find something else, screw this, I'm done. I'm not saying that yet. But I'm just incredibly disappointed. And I want to say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. No, I'm mad. I should have known, because every gacha is the same at the end of the day. Well, no, but they're not. That's the thing. There's two sides to this. You can say it's a gacha game. It's all about the money. Everyone does the same. Every game lies. Every game baits you. Get used to it, because that's a gacha game. If you don't like it, don't play a gacha game, right? That's technically the harsh reality. If we don't like this kind of bait shit, if we don't like the FOMO feelings, maybe we shouldn't play gacha games, and maybe that's me. I honestly, Genshin's a gacha, but I could just live in the Genshin Impact little bubble, playing my characters, summoning every once in a while, and loving life. I would do that only if I could right now. I've been feeling that way for a while, but unfortunately, it's really hard to get seen in that community, and the views on YouTube and Twitch are not enough to sustain a living, so I'm still playing the other genre, which I also love, dark fantasy. But at the end of the day, gachas are what they are, right? It's all... But does it have to be? That's my complaint, and my frustration is, obviously they're out to make money. It's the whole point. It's a game. It's their job. It's their livelihood. It's their company. They want to make money. But do they have to do that at the expense of pissing off a community, at the expense of baiting people, predatory, manipulative, greedy events? Do they have to do that to succeed? No, they don't. That's the reality, and that's why I keep getting so disappointed when I play a new gacha game and they do the same thing. I think the problem is so many games see Raid Shadow Legends and Summoner's War as models. I'm going to use Raid as the example because I don't know if I don't think Summoner's War is nearly as bad when it comes to there's marketing or like spending type baits, but I could be wrong. The game's been out for like 10 years, right? So they're doing something right. But you could say the same about Raid, and I think that's the problem. These games see things like Raid, and they see the success of it financially. But that's because Plarium was already an established gambling company. It already had stuff. Raid was just an extra thing that ended up doing great, and they already have amazing marketing budgets. And this game I was really happy for the marketing budgets as well, because they seemed good because they're doing good marketing. I was like, okay, finally a game that might actually compete with Raid and have good marketing. But they don't need to do these crazy things to just manipulate people into spending. If your community is happy, people are going to spend. If you give fun, exciting events, if you give cheap spending, fun packs, like I have spent more in this game than I have in any other game for the first month of playing. Like I've never spent in 1 month in the first month of a game. I know I'm just a little baby dolphin, but I've never spent over $100 like right away in a game. And I did already. I've spent over $100, and I know that's not a lot. Oh, I'm a drop in the puddle, but I love their little like offers that they have for level up packs. Like when you hit level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50, I like those, and I was gonna buy all those because I was like, that's nice. It's a really good value. It's better than like the average stuff. You know how these things go. These are the crappy ones that are always there. Never buy those. But the fun, like, give us good packs. That's great. I'm fine with that. But do you have to do this? Like, they don't need to do this to make extra money. They don't need to do this to boost their sales. You know, they really don't. Just put out amazing characters on a 10 times event, which I think they're doing next week. We already know who we think is coming for the next 10 times event. And then the whales will spend for 10 times events, even though 2 times are technically better chances to get legendaries. The whales will at least spend for a good 10 times up rate chance for a hero. But why would you have to throw this in and just screw everyone over? So if you're gonna do weird, random, extra summoning events, just put it in the freaking calendar ahead of time so people can choose which one. There's just better ways to go about it. Like, okay, for example, I quit playing Infinite Magic Raid because of this. But it was nowhere near as bad as this. This is so much worse. And that was the #1 reason I quit playing Infinite Magic Raid. They started adding in midweek summoning events, which is one of the #1 reasons I quit Raid Shadow Legends as well. I was sick of feeling like we're spread too thin and having the FOMO feeling, which I understand you don't have to pull on every banner just because it's there. But when they keep baiting you with more and more and more, it creates stress, not fun. It's stress. It's FOMO. It's bait. It's predatory. It's not fun to have a million things to choose from and feel like you're always losing out and feel like you have to whale your way to have any chance to do what's coming. That's not fun. That's frustrating. And I don't want to wake up. I don't want to play a game where I wake up in the morning and I'm upset like today. I want to play a game where I wake up in the morning and I'm so excited because they announced a really cool 1+1 event for next week. That's what I want to see. So I'm at a weird place right now with this, guys, and I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. A lot of this depends on the company reaction for how I feel, but I'm also trying to sort this out in my head as the most logical gacha gamer I can be as well. So there's like 3 things, right? I quit and say, fuck this, I'm not supporting it. Which, guys, I'm saying that now, I am not supporting this kind of shit. I'm not. I'm over it. There's plenty of other games out there, and I'm sure we could find one that does not do this. And if that means I change genres, maybe I go play the beautiful single-player RPGs or the MMOs that, there's some MMOs that are interesting, but I don't know that I really like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, though. I don't know. Or maybe I'd say I go back to Eternal Evolution, but apparently they piss people off too. I don't know. So yeah, number one is you just quit. You're like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm done. I don't want to deal with it. And that would be especially if the company just doesn't say anything. If the devs come back and they're like, if they don't react at all to hearing the negative community feedback, the massive amount of players that are upset right now, that are flooding the discords with everyone should 1-star this game, which I'm not saying do it, guys, don't do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. I want to give them a chance to reply though. And the reality is they might not care. So again, option one, do we really, I don't want to keep supporting games where it feels like they don't care about the community. I want to support a game where I feel like we have an impact, we have a say, we have, and they do want to keep they actually want a happy community. They know that the community is the lifeblood of a game. If an amazing big content creator comes into this game, it's going to bring a huge boost of people, which, by the way, I've talked to 2 massive content creators that might start playing this game seriously. And if they hear about this shit, they might not want to support it either. They might be like, oh, never mind. And there goes thousands and thousands of players that they would have brought in. That's a thing too, right? That's a thing. So if the devs just don't care about a happy community, I don't know that I want to support that. And I think that's fair, right? I don't think I want to support that. Now, option 2 is, again, on the idea of not quitting, would be hopefully they come out with some sort of reply that's like, we've heard you, and we will try to figure out a way to do this a little bit differently in the future. Like, maybe don't surprise us with a fucking event. Just put it in the damn calendar. That's it. Let us choose. Put it in the calendar ahead of time so we know, not literally the day of or the day before. Like, give us a few days of notice, Or maybe this is all, guys, we heard you, but this is a thing. Occasionally, we will do these surprise events. If we do them, they will always be on a Saturday. So maybe you can choose to never do summons on a Friday in case we have a surprise event on Saturday. I don't know. There's so many ways that they could try to do this, or they can extend it, right? It's only a 2-day event. It's a 1 day, 21, it was 1 day and 24 hours, right? So I don't know. They could extend it longer, extend it for a full week, maybe? Or bring it back, say, we'll hold this banner for next week through the 10 times event. But I feel like they have to say something. They have to acknowledge that the community is very upset. And I just want to be that content creator that has a backbone too. Like, at the end of the day, I understand we're playing gacha games and it is what it is. But also at the end of the day, I don't want to support things that feel like insane levels of greed and manipulation. And I know that's what everything is preying on, that excitement. It is what it is, but no, not every game. Someone was talking about AFK Arena. Very happy community. There's never drama, and if they do something that the player base doesn't like that's very obvious, like a mass unhappiness, a mass anger of the community, they change it. Simple as that. I'm guessing that's true. It was just one person's statement that I read. But that's nice, I don't know. I really hope Hell Hades and Fateless Games hurries up and makes a game that actually has a good balance for us, because we all need it, guys. We all need it. But I'm also hoping that this game can come around and be willing to change as well. Because I love it, and I love the community, I love the graphics, I love the gameplay style. They did an amazing job. And up until today, I have never been so happy with a new game that I've started playing. As far as all of the aspects go, like I said, content creator, job, and the game, and the community. All the aspects have been perfect. And I don't even care that the pity's high and we get shit luck. I don't care. I don't care that I pulled too zealous and never got any of the 10 times champions during the 10 times event, and whatever. I don't care. The game's great either way. But this is just something that I don't know that I can support. So I don't really know where I'm going with this, guys, as far as the future. But for right now, I'm gonna say this. I'm still gonna put out my videos as planned. I have tons of insane summoning videos from yesterday that were a ton of fun. But I had to address this, and I had to strongly, like, convey my negative opinion of this. This is worth rage quitting over. If you're mad, if you want refunds, if you want to rage quit, do it. I think it's fair. I 100% think it's fair that the community is extremely upset right now. And I'm with you. I'm pissed off and I was literally crying. I'm literally crying because I felt like what has been so good might already be over before it really even began. So all I can hope is let's wait over the next few days, see if things come around, and I don't know. If nothing changes at all in this game and they don't even acknowledge this, if they don't do anything, the only other reason I'd stay is if I find it within myself to suck it up. Maybe I just gotta suck it up, guys. Maybe we all just gotta suck it up and stop getting pissed off and accept our fate. Accept your fate. We are playing gacha games. They are out to get you. They got you. They're gonna manipulate you. And if we don't like it, we don't play them. Maybe that is our reality. But let's hope that there's some love in the hearts of developers somewhere that actually care about their community. And maybe we'll see some sort of the tiniest bit of change from this game. From Dragonair. I really hope Dragonair changes a few things too. There's such little tiny things they could do to just make the game feel so different and make the community happy. I love that game as well. But yeah, let's hope that there's a little bit of potential. Otherwise, we've just really got to, I don't know, accept that we're playing a dirty, dirty, dirty industry, playing a game in a dirty, dirty industry, and it is what it is. And maybe we should just not be playing these types of games in the first place. Let's all just play pretty single-player games and explore the worlds and be in our own little bubbles. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm gonna keep posting my summoning videos. We did have a ton of fun yesterday, and I don't want to take away from that, so I will hopefully post another summoning video today, tomorrow, Monday, whatever. We'll see. I have a lot of summoning videos to post because it was insane and really interesting. So, until next time, I'll see you in the next video.